We're going to try and stay on track this time. Last time I got really upset about some stuff I started talking about. We're going to try and stay on track, alright? So, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth, right? Time, space, and matter. He then put man in it. So, the crown jewel of his creation in an small planet in a small galaxy. In the words of Star Wars, in a galaxy far, far away. But he decided he was going to stage his entire story here. So, he revealed himself to the world. After we had fallen, he revealed himself. After wiping out all of the sinners in the flood and saving only Noah, right? The first time showing unmerited grace. Because it doesn't say that Noah did anything in particular. It says, and Noah found favor in the eyes of God. So God just said, I like this Noah guy. Why? Doesn't say. I'm going to guess that it's because God decided he liked the guy. That whole, predestination thing. Was it because Noah was particularly righteous? No, because we know Noah was a drunk. So, we go into the new age after the flood, from the golden age before the flood, the silver times, it's called in mythology, of giants and Nephilim and spirits and demons intermingling with man, and a perfect world where nothing was wanted and everything could be found at just by reaching out and getting it, And then we sinned. We opened Pandora's box. And so things became less good. But there's still life was pretty easy and life was grand. There were still giants and spirits, but now there were devils. And then we had an issue, and God wiped out all of the evil off of the face of the earth for a time. And then we disobeyed him, and he scattered everybody hither and yon to create the nations that he would need for the story that he was creating. And with it came wars and fightings and contentions because of a lack of understanding. Many, many times throughout history, we have wars and hundreds and thousands and millions of lives being lost because of miscommunications due to language barriers and cultural differences. So because of the Tower of Babel, world history began. Because we refused to scatter all over the face of the world, now we are all separate and divided peoples because we refuse to obey God. And so we see God disciplining us like children, with his expectations raising higher and higher as we learn more and more about him and his nature. So we get to Abraham, where now he has a guy. He decides he's going to focus on a particular man and his family. So he promises that man, who cannot have any children, then gives that man children after tests of faith that show God's mercy and his patience. And the promises that God gave Abraham for no reason, really at all. Because we know from the New Testament that Abraham was justified by faith. He believed God, and it was counted to him for righteousness. It was counted to him for righteousness. He believed God. And what did he believe God? He believed God that when God told him to sacrifice his son, that God would raise Isaac from the dead to fulfill his promise that was through Isaac. So he went to sacrifice his son. But God chose him before any of that happened. Why? Because God foreknew. He predestined him. And he sanctified him and he justified him. So we see that there are no dispensations of grace. There are no dispensations. God, the same yesterday, today, and forever, has executed his salvation in every age, throughout all of time, exactly the same way as he has done. Noah wasn't justified by any work.